Hello everyone, my name is Tianrui Zhang. My project name is Sound Lab.
In today's fast-paced life, most people often have various kinds of stress or having varying degrees of anxiety. These pressures may come from school, work, or family and have a bad influence on their mood and even affect their mental health. Through the research, it can be found that the music can be regarded as a better way to relieve stress, and most people would prefer to listen to daily sound to keep calm. According to this, the problem space studied by our team is to use daily sound to help people reduce stress, ease tension, and keep calm. We will show you the expected effect of our project. The project can be seen as a sound processing device, which is composed of 5 parts, namely dropper, test tube, jar, beaker, and trash can. The dropper is a sound collection device. The user can place the dropper close to their interested sound source and record the sound by squeezing the head of the dropper. When the dropper starts to work, the built-in LED will turn on. The test tube is a device used to store the collected sound. Users can use the dropper to collect a variety of sounds they like and store these sounds in different test tubes. After selecting an empty test tube, users can use the dropper to touch the inner wall of the test tube to complete the sound storage. When sound is stored in the test tube, the light in the test tube will light up. If the user forgets the sound stored in the test tube, he can play back the sound by shaking the test tube. Unlike the storage contents of test tubes, the jars store fixed melody that cannot be changed. These melodies are music fragments that can help people relieve stress, such as piano music and violin music. These melodies can help users who have no music foundation to create more harmonious music. Users can listen to the melody by shaking the jar. Let me show you how to do the sound mixing. First, select the main melody stored in the jar and select the daily sound stored in the test tube that you would like to mix together with. And then pour into the beaker in sequence. Each time a sound clip is mixed into the beaker, an additional light will illuminate in the beaker. The user can mix the music by shaking the beaker, and the mixed sound will be played while shaking. The trash can is used to delete sounds. The user can delete the mixed sound by dumping the beaker above the trash can. The lights in the beaker will also turn off. The target audience of our project consists of 2 parts. The first one is those non-professionals who are interested in creating music. The another one is those who want to relieve stress through music.
After the share part, I will introduce my work in detail. Now, I want to introduce what I have done. The first, when the user dumps the jar, the sound of the jar can be transmitted into the beaker, and at the same time, a light of the same color as the jar is lit in the beaker. The second, when the user dumps the test tubes, and the sound in the test tube can be transmitted to the beaker, and at the same time, a light of the same color as the test tube lights up in the beaker. The third, when the user shakes the beaker will play the mixed sound through the Bluetooth speaker, and it will flash a variety of lights. The fourth, when the user holds the beaker with the sounds stored near the trash bin, the sounds in the beaker will be deleted, and the light in the beaker will be all turned off. How it is constructed? I choose to use Python to implement the mixing function. Its working principle is to combine 2 music files into 1 music file. Currently, I use the 3 sensors. The first one is new pixel strip, Whenever a sound is transmitted into the beaker, it will light up a color light. Then, all sounds in the beaker are deleted. All lights will be turned off. Second, tilt switch. Shake the beaker to trigger mixing and playback functions. The third, pressure sensor. In this stage, I use it to delete the sound, but in the future, I want to use the ultrasonic distance sensor to instead it. In the future, first of all, I will add smoke effects to the mixing function. Then, I will use the ultrasonic distance sensor to achieve the function of deleting the mix. Finally, I will consider using a Raspberry Pi instead of the computer and minimize the use of wires. I will show you the mixing function and the delete sounds function. First, pour the melody stored in the jar and the delete sounds stored in the two test tubes into beaker. We can see that every time a new sound is added to the beaker, a light will turn on. Then, shake the beaker to play the mixed sound. Finally, move the beaker close to the trash can to delete sound. This step will be achieved in the future. Thank you for watching.